have much to keep me occupied, old thought patterns start to creep back in, and as soon as I start talking about it, the flashbacks start. I'm feeling alright today. I'll take the chance to try to get some more done than usual. When I don't have much to keep me occupied, old thought patterns start to creep back in, and as soon as I start talking about it, the flashbacks start.
There we go. Okay, now you should be able to hear me. Okay, there we go. Everything should be fine. I should be live. You should be able to hear me. Nemo, Are you like just looking at me, or are you gonna join? Hmm? Nothing. Okay, he's not joining. He's just looking at me very angrily. Why are you angry? Hmm? He's so weird. Okay. I hope you can hear the game okay. If it's too loud, let me know. If it's too low, let me know. I don't really have anything to talk about today. I've literally just had a day where I do nothing all day. So yeah, that's it. I've just played Genshin. Hi Monica, how are you? I hope you're good. I hope you're okay. I've been trying to what have I been trying to? Oh yeah. I was in school today? Do you usually have school on a Saturday? Is that something you're used to doing, or sorry. You just finished. Okay. That's interesting. We normally don't have school on a Saturday. Ah, school for adults. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. That makes a whole lot of sense now. Okay. So yeah, I've been trying to do stuff like get the quests done, because there's a lot of quests that I haven't been doing because I haven't had the time. So yeah, I've been doing that today. Also, I have something in my throat. I'm not sure what. So if I keep like doing this kind of thing, don't mind. It's just me trying to I don't even know, get something that's in my throat out. Also, it bothers me that I can't figure out where this is. It's there. Okay, perfect. Hi bud, how are you? I hope you're good. I just finished apologizing for clearing my throat today a lot, because for some reason I seem to have something stuck in my throat. I'm still doing laundry and fixing food, so I'll be AFK most of the time probably. Sorry. It's okay. I was hoping to do this quest ooh, now I know where to go. Okay. I was trying to get that and I couldn't figure out how to get that, but now I figured it out. I need to just I need to jump from here, and I think that's how I get it. Yeah, I've been doing, what have I been doing? This, Bimanagama, first chapter. That's what I've been doing, but I think we could also just bund that and start. I'm gonna see if I can do Tainari's story quest, or like the, I don't remember what it's called, but you know, like their own quest. Even though I haven't finished the whole like Archon quest, it will possibly say that I need to do the Archon quest first, so then I will just continue that one. Okay, let me get this one. I think this one was something I did today, but I'm not gonna get it off. Take it off in case I need it. Okay. Also, I've been having a blast with the story so far. It's so good. Can we? Yeah. I'm gonna just see how... Wait a minute. I don't think I've done this. Yeah, I haven't been here before. Okay, let's do something to these. Okay. Was that it? Was there a significance to that? I don't think so. Okay. And I've been trying to get Kale to a good level. Okay, that didn't help us at all. Because I, for some reason, really like playing with Kale. I don't know. I told you this in a previous wait, what did I need it to do? Ooh. Oops, I keep doing that all the time. It's so annoying.
Wow, this is so lucky.
Sorry, Kale, I kind of have to. Yeah, for some reason, for whatever reason, I really like playing as Kale, and that's why oh, it's still lower? Oh, there. Oh no, I couldn't. I thought I could avoid it, but no. Oh wow, I forgot I don't have the right people. Jeez. Oh, this is annoying. I hate it when I have the wrong party setup and I forget it. But yeah, my Kale is now way stronger. It's so awesome. I can actually fight with her. Okay. Oh yeah, party setup. I was like, I needed to do something, but what was it? I love Yanfei, but I cannot play this game without Ayaka. It's like, I can't do that. Ooh, I can see the mushroom. One thing that has been so bad with Kale, like getting her ascension materials, is that she needs these Rukashivata or Rukavata mushrooms. I can't remember what they're called. And they are a pain in the ass to find. It's so annoying. They're the same, similar to actually what it was to build Hu Tao. It feels the same, because you can get the silk flowers only from a couple of places, and those places only like respawn with them for like after a little while. So it is so annoying. It's so annoying, but I'll deal with this. Can you stop jumping so I can hit you? I hate when they don't stop. Okay, this is way easier to just kick them like that. Okay. Now I think... Ooh, that's not good.
Solidify.
I think I have the song, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me just get rid of this. Okay, the song. Oh shoot, I still don't have it. No, I still don't know what to do with these. I thought I could have them open with this little song, but no. Okay, The strange spot. Okay, we need to go that way. Almost. Do we have... Oh! And then? Ah, there we go. Oh my god, what the hell? And then? Okay, now I'm really gross. This is starting to be quite old. I love the animals, but I wish they would just leave you in peace. I don't want to deal with them all the time. Like, just stop minding my business. Mind your own. Okay, there is a pattern apparently for these. But where? Not that. How do I figure out who goes first? There must be a code, but I don't know it, so... Well, we're gonna do that on a later date. And now, I'll just have to find a way to get to here. Up there. Also, there's another thing. I don't know what these are called, but this thing. Okay. Also, I didn't know that the little like pink floating thing that I have with me, I didn't know that it made noise. Because I so often play without sound, because I'm just so, like, I'm lazy. And I just play the game for a little bit, get my dailies done, and then that's that. I don't really, like, get into the game much. Because I don't really have the time for that, but anyways. I didn't know that it makes noise. And now I am considering getting rid of it, just because it's a little bit irritating. Like, not too much, but just a little bit. And also, I think that's a mushroom. How do I get there? If I go there, can I then go there? Oh my god. I don't have I don't have enough fingers to press all the buttons that I need to press. I wish you could change the key bindings sometimes in this game, because some of them are quite difficult to do. Like, sometimes I'm sure it's easier to play with a console than a PC, this game, because it's just sometimes it's a little bit hectic. Okay, where am I going? This way. There's so many of these! Oh my god, this is another good place. I just need to find out which way I came, because I can't remember. And that's what happens to me so much. Like, I was looking for an entrance to a cave for days because I forgot where it was, and I couldn't go finish the quest that I was doing. It's like a little Aranara quest where you need to like enter the Bazaar tree stream. I don't know if anyone's playing this game, and if you do, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it took me probably more than a week, not constant playtime, but like it took me forever to find out how to get back, and I couldn't even find it myself. I had to Google it on, well, I had to look it up on YouTube. Wait, where is here? Why do you need to jump like that? It's so weird. Okay, where is... Oh my god, what are you doing? Sometimes... Okay, that doesn't work. How the heck do I get there? I feel like the only way is this tree. Oh, but I can't even... Wait, why did you not... Sometimes this game doesn't make much sense. No, this ain't it. Okay, I need to figure this out. What if I...
Solidify.
Okay, this seemed to work. Can I get past the front? No. Also, I hate climbing with him because I cannot take his noises. Can you stop climbing, for the love of God? Okay, we'll just look at the ground for the time being. I need this pillar to go away. Okay, there we go.
Gather.
Okay, that was not what I wanted, but... Oh my god, that was lucky. No. Why do you not... Okay, there we go. I hate that they... Oh my god, I thought it's not there anymore. I hate that they put these in such difficult places. I'll hydrate! Thanks. Thank you. I don't know why I'm so stuffy. Like, my nose is running more than usual. And like, my throat is weird. Not in a I'm getting sick way. More like just something else. I don't feel like I'm getting ill. And I don't have a sore throat. It's just that I have stuff in my throat. That doesn't really make sense. I promise I'm not getting ill. Also, what's your problem? Oh my god. Okay, which way? Oh, this way. Also, shout in the chat if you see a Rukashabata, because I need those desperately. Oh, I don't think I even ended my sentence, because what I was saying is that... Wait. Somewhere here, there's if I... Ooh, there we go. Yes! Now I don't have to get here. I can just fast travel. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, so if you wanna ascend Kole, you need those mushrooms. That much I did say. But you need them so much. You need like 50. I've ascended her to 80. And you need 60 of these. And you can get like... Technically, I think you can get around 20 maybe each time. And that's, I think, every 3 days or something. It takes a couple of days for them to like come up again. But it is really difficult to find them, and I cannot find all of them. Hi Reski, how are you? I hope you're okay. I hope you're good. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Nara Izu, that's the suspicious Nara. He's been sneaking around here with a suspicious machine. Coming to a place like this is pretty suspicious. I'd say you're the suspicious ones here. After all, I'm a certified researcher from the academia, and you are outlanders of unknown origin. We've been commissioned, or... What are you talking about? We've been commissioned to investigate the situation here. Oh, a commission. So you're adventurers, or perhaps you're eremites or something? I don't know what eremites is. It doesn't matter. My name is Jazari, a Ksharewar researcher, as you can see. I don't care what you came here for, but don't get in the way of my research, alright? What's there to be researched in this deep cave? There are always things to be researched everywhere. As the saying goes, ignorance is a researcher's disgrace. Hold on. Not doing well, my chest is really hard, but I want to do this. Oh, your business fine for 19 months! Jesus! I actually continue to sub until March. I actually want to sub tier 3, but package from Netherlands cost me like 10% of the fund, so at least I could do this. Thank you. I don't care which tier. That makes me so happy. Oh, thank you so much. Also, I got my second Twitch payout yesterday. It was like kind of surreal. I feel like a pro streamer now. Like, I feel like I'm a streamer. No, I'm joking, but still, it was really cool. It was really nice. Also, hi fans, how are you doing? I hope your chest gets better. If it's something you think you need a doctor for, I hope you can get to the doctor. And if it's just a muscle you pulled, maybe do some light, not exercise, but like things that you can like get it in a better shape, or I don't know, depends of what kind of hurt it is. But yeah, I really hope you get better. And also thank you so much. Where is my celebratory? Oh, there we go. We have our celebratory little vehicle. The watermelon vehicle is here to come say hi. Oh, I can do this. Oh no, it's not doing it. No, I wanted it to jump. No. Okay. Thank you so much. Is a pig inside a watermelon? It's a donkey. It came here to say hi and thank you for the sub. I don't have anything cool. I need to come up with something cool, like a celebratory dance or something. Like, hi, thank you. I don't know. Oh my god. Too much all nighter. I mean, talking to Sky makes me awake until 4 AM. Jeez. Yeah, you probably do need much sleep, like we all do. Yes, Twitch is paying me. Well, technically Twitch isn't paying me. It is you guys, but still, Twitch did pay me. Talking, I'm not allowed to do an all-nighter again. An all-nighter is not good for you though. You need to make sure you're not having a heart attack or something though. Health first. Yes, that's not good. Definitely needs to do that. Yes. Also, if it's late, which I think it is, go to sleep. When it is your bedtime, go to sleep. You need to rest. It is really important. You cannot skip the sleep. It's really important. Okay, an outfit check. It's boring and I'm actually a little cold, but I'm just wearing a green, like, little green shirt and just black leggings. Nothing really interesting about it. But here you go. I'm actually thinking about your cosplays for Halloween. I have few suggestions. If you're cold, go get the best sweater ever. I do have my sweater on the... It's not that sweater, but I have a sweater on the chair. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't have a mute button. So, no, we need that sweater. That sweater is not here now. Tainari. I cannot do Tainari as my Halloween outfit. It's too difficult. But that would be so cool. Post Malone, one of your Sims, Chrissy Cunningham, and Collei. Collei would be fun. Or maybe you can wear double clothes. I was thinking of my Halloween costume yesterday, actually. And I think I'm gonna be boring and just wear like a lion costume that I've done before. I know it's boring, but I don't know. I'm not inspired by anything. And if I did like a character like Collei or whatever, I would need to prepare their whole outfit again. And it took me a couple of months, or about a little bit over a month, to make the Xiangling's costume, and I don't have that time. Slenderman! Oh my god, no! Speaking of horror movies though, I am so annoyed with myself because I watched a trailer called Smile, and that's a movie coming up, and it is a freaking terrifying movie. Even the comments are like people who watch horror movie in the regular, and they said like, I had nightmares for like 2 days. And I'm there watching the whole full trailer couple of times, and it is... Oh yes, sorry. Thanks for telling me that. I keep forgetting to open up the app that I need. So sorry. There you go. Yeah. So there I am watching the trailer, and now I am so intrigued and I want to watch the movie, but I also can't because I'm gonna be traumatized for probably half a year after that, and I don't have the time nor the mental capacity to do that. So I don't know what to do, but it looks so cool. Not the scary parts, those were scary, but but the idea of it, and like, because there's like solving a mystery type of dealio there, and it was just, I want to know, but also no, I cannot watch it. It's too much for me. I don't really have anyone to watch it with me because none of my friends can stay here for a week. So it's just like, I don't know if I should bite the bullet, because I've been traumatized so bad by 2 scary movies that I haven't even watched them fully, just the little snippets. Both of them weren't even scary movies. They were more like a psychological horror, and they were absolutely terrible. And well, they were good movies probably, but I got traumatized by them for the remaining life expectancy. And now I want to do that again, and I don't know how I can do that, but I also need to, but I also can't. That's my favorite movie. Can I say this? Please don't hate me. Also, let me sneeze because my nose is running. I hope you didn't hear or see that brutal sneezing. Not sneezing, blowing my nose. Oh my god, I don't know. I think because it's been rainy a couple of days and I've been out working in the rain, it's probably that. Like, I've gotten a little bit wet in the arms and in the legs. Even though I wore a raincoat, it was like leaking a little bit, so I got a little bit damp and then a little bit cold. So I think that's what's happening, but I don't have a full-on cold. I love you so much since following when you are just 120, now almost 300 is really nice to see. What else do you want to play or do? Oh, that makes me so happy. That's so cute. Thank you, Reski. It's been lovely to have a supporter like you for almost the whole time I think you are the first people that have followed me on Twitch. So you've been here from the start. Also, Bird wants to see the trailer of the movie you watched. Yeah, I haven't watched it, only the trailer. I don't think it has come out yet, but if it has, I haven't watched it. But Bird, I actually wonder if you'd like it. I have a feeling you'd like it, but I'm not sure. But it looks terrifying. You must have noticed oh, I am in the wrong scene. Oop. There we go. Sorry. You must have noticed the huge ruin machine out there, right? That is actually a Ruin Golem made in the ancient realm of Conria. In the local lexicon of Conria, the name might possibly have been something like Mechanical Warden. We're right behind the Ruin Golem. The machine's operator, should there have been one, would have entered from here. But a machine of this size would have required more than one operator, right? Aha, that's among my research topics. Unfortunately, I haven't made much progress so far. Exploring the Ruin Golem from the inside seems to be the only solution, and I am presently looking for a way in. That's right, we did meet an Abyss Order member disguised as a researcher that one time. Paimon reckons he was called Enjo. Do you remember what happened to him again? We beat the snot out of him. Please don't, I'm a legitimate researcher. You don't believe me, do you? See this. This is an investigation charter from academia with highest possible level of clearance. That's not something to give away. To be given away on the streets. Certainly not one concerning investigations into ancient ruins as important as this. The academia would never issue something like this casually. I am Ho, yay! Good! It looks scary AF, but also intriguing. Yes. It looks so scary, but still, like, I want to know more desperately. I feel like the only possible solution to this, though, is for someone to watch it, like, for me. And then they have to, like, recite the whole film. Because I want to know the story, because there's so many questions. It doesn't seem to be like, what's the word? Like a movie like, The Ring. Is it The Ring? Where the woman comes out of the closet. Or maybe it's a TV, I can't remember. I haven't seen it, but the one with the long hair. Anyways, it doesn't seem like it's that kind of a movie. I think it's more like realistic, like in realism's realm, but playing into like people's minds and like how much you can like do and see even in real life, you know? That doesn't like hallucinations and delusions, they're real. I mean, in the sense of you can experience them in real life, even though they're not real. And and people who do experience them are like, hold on, I have a hair that's like annoying me. People who experience like hallucinations, for example, oh my god, can this bug stop? Okay, I got it. Oh my god, so many distractions. What I'm trying to say is that people who have experienced some kind of hallucinations or stuff like that, like the things they see are so beyond our like perception of reality, and that's like in real life. Like you can experience that in real life, not in like a story. You know what I'm trying to say? I forgot the actual word for what I'm looking for, but like it looks like it's not a story, like a storybook story, more like real but with like hallucinations type of thing. Okay, this is not making any sense. I can't give you the original copy, but wait a second, where did I put my camera? I remember placing it inside my bag. He's taking the suspicious machine out again. Is this the suspicious machine you mentioned? It's just a camera. A camera? That's right, it's a machine that takes pictures. Pretty convenient. This is a priceless item as far as the academia is concerned. I can't just let you touch it. Wait, who were you talking to just now? About that. Oh, so you often talk to yourself. Well, I've heard of similar cases before. Don't worry, I understand your condition. It's okay, we're friendly people here in Sumeru. Just throw Paimon under the bus. You'll have no trouble making real friends, I guarantee it. Oh my god, I love making fun of Paimon. It's the best. Still, do not get in the way of my research. After all, nothing under the sun is truly new, and it is our duty as researchers to collect information and investigate it. Also, I see this little green device on a lot of these people, and I really wonder what it is. Like, does it do something? Is it like a phone? Are they talking to it? Or is it like a mark? I don't know. All the characters are recorded. Characters, no. Charters are recorded in the academia. If you are still skeptical, just keep an image of this for validation in the House of Dana. Anyway, we've got something to discuss. Let's talk over there. As you wish. Talk where? Oh, I think I need to go here. Yep. Okay. Paimon needs friends? Ararican could be your friend. Me too. Thanks, you too, but that's not the problem. The issue is that he can't see you, Ararican. When Nara grow up, they can't really see our Nara anymore. Young Nara see us because they are innocent, but grown Nara can't. Nara Izu is a dreamer, favored by tree and flowers, so you can still see us even as a grown-up. Anyway, we should be more careful when talking to our Nara in front of others. Well, Paimon doesn't think Zazari was lying anyway. You might have misunderstood him, Ararican. Ararican saw that Nara taking out his camera doing ka-ching to healing Nara. Very suspicious. Yeah, cool name, Nara Izu. Yes, I love that. They call me Nara Izu. If that Nara isn't bad, also, spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't played this quest, or like these Venara quests. I love that they keep referring to Nara Varuna, and that's her brother. Like, they keep talking about Nara Varuna and how he was such a good person and they loved him and he taught them so much. And then one time in a quest that I did recently, I don't remember when, Paimon and the traveler just asked them questions about Nara Varuna, and they were saying, yeah, he was like a golden Nara, just like the traveler, and then he was here like a long time ago, and he taught us how to cook, and he also had a little sister who he loved dearly, but it also made him sad to think about. And that's why they understood that family, like what family means, and then they decided to call each other brothers and sisters, the Nara, not the Nara, the Varanara? Anyways, the little mushroom guys. And it's so, it makes me like, I don't know what the emotion is called, but like sad and happy at the same time. Melancholic. You have cool name? Oh yes, I read that. Also, do you have plan to play Cult of Lambs or Dreamlight Valley? I got sacrificed this morning. What? Why did you get sacrificed? Oh my god. I don't know what Cult of Lambs is. But I do know of the new Disney game. But I'm not completely sold on it. Like, I'm not the biggest Disney fan. I mean, I love the movies, but I'm not into like I haven't been to Disney World or Disneyland, or like I'm not a Disney geek. I don't know if that's an offensive thing to say. I don't mean it as an offensive thing. Like, it's not one of my like things. I enjoy it and I love the movies. But yeah, I'm not like into like, oh wow, it's Disney, I must have it, you know? And the Dreamlight Valley, I'm not just, I don't know. The things I've seen isn't making me like, oh wow, I want to play it. Maybe in the future, but so far it's just not like sparking any interest in me. That's really cute but sad at the same time. Also, how are you doing on the weekend? I am doing so good because I got to sleep in. Well, I still woke up at 8, but I didn't get up. I was just like laying there on my phone and like sleeping, and it was so nice. I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to do anything. I haven't had to do anything today. It's just a day where I do nothing. Except for the stream, obviously. But yeah, I've had a good day of doing nothing. Nara Halsey's machine runs so fast, so he shouldn't be a bad person, nor should he be related to the children at Vimura Village. We'll finish what we started, yeah. Thank you, Reski. Thank you for the hydrate and thank you for the kind words. Yeah, it's been a long week of working. I even thought I had Friday off and then I didn't, and it was a shock. A shock to the system. Okay, let's see what's up. I guess you're not suspicious after all, Jazari. Okay, as a how do you pronounce this? Ksharevar? Ksharevar? Researcher who specializes in studying ruin machines. I've been investigating this big guy over here for years. No one on this earth knows more about this ruin golem than I do. What about beneath the earth then? Well, legends hold that the ancient realm of Khanria lies beneath the earth. Since they built all the ruin machines, it would be arrogant of me to say that I understand these devices better than they do. You're looking for bad and dirty things, are you? Then you should visit the city. Anyway, this locale is somewhat polluted, which might be related to the bad and dirty stuff you mentioned. Here's the situation. We've heard that the forest here has what? Let me think about this. I might indeed have some clues. According to my research, all room mechanisms work on the same principle no matter what they do, whether it be flying or launching missiles. And while a ruin golem is theoretically the same as a Ruin Guard, except that it was to be operated by people. Have you noticed anything abnormal about this Ruin Golem? It looks big. Its eyes seems to be missing. Yeah, that's true. This big guy here has got no peeper. Exactly. According to the documents, Ruin machines are powered by their cores. To be precise, by the dark power inside what you call an eye. When Conria was destroyed, many Ruin machines like this one burst out from the desert. Although things are different now, even the academia was unable to handle the cores back then. A single mistake could cause a core meltdown, leading to serious accidents. As a result, the academia had no choice but to temporarily seal the cores and deal with them later. If the documents have it right, the core of this Ruin Golem should be sealed inside the ancient ruins known as Dev's Cavern, which is right beneath our feet. There shouldn't be, but we have detected some energy leakage. The seal seems to have been damaged at some point, though we have no idea when. The last time someone published a research report regarding such matters was more than 10 years ago. Any progress on this matter should warrant a large amount of funding from the academia. Are you saying that you get more from doing research? That's right. Speaking of which, we did talk about pollution a moment ago. For ecological topics, we might be able to file a subject application with biology, which is Immorta. That would really be an Archon send for those who study fringe subjects like us. At first, I had planned on taking the route recorded in previous reports to look inside. Unexpectedly, all the entrances were blocked. Ararican knows it's the place outside where Ararican censored bad things. I thought it might have been the Forest Watchers or the Vimara villagers who did it, but given that what you described, someone must have sneaked inside and blocked the entrances. Maybe it was the Marana's avatar that you mentioned? Well, I wouldn't dare mess with something like that. Villagers are more than enough trouble for me, as you can see, or I wouldn't be stuck here right now. First things first, though, if you want to travel underground, I have no idea. I do have oh my god, I need to read. I do have an idea as to how. Oh, this Nara awesome? How do we travel beneath? Oh my god, first he's like, this Nara's suspicious. Now he's like, oh, this Nara's awesome. Gives you a pretty good after all. So how'd you get down there? We just need to find a way to enter this Ruin Golem and smash the blocked entrance open with it. Is that even possible? The data acquired from such an action would be priceless. Even if something goes wrong, the benefit still outweighs the risks. Also, if we can investigate the core buried underground, I could submit a funding application on your behalf. What do you think? That's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, 3 birds actually. If we can get some funding, let's help Jizari out. Academic research is important too. Paim is just thinking about the money. Of course, but you'd best report to the academia when you have the time, or this might be classified as malign research. Oh my god, can this here stop being annoying? Anyway, let's try to get inside first. The operator might still be there. That would make for some great data. I mean, a good research subject. Oh my god, operator as the person. Jeez. Is it only you that there are no voices? I mean, I'm okay with you narrating it, by the way. Yeah, there isn't a voice over on this and on any like side quests, which is a shame because I like to listen to them rather than talk and read them because it's boring. More boring than the normal one, which is not boring. So yeah, boring. Oh my god, this makes no sense. Never mind that, there might be a trace on this side, right? I'm quite sure that some antiques are stored within. Research on those would. What do you think? Since Mr. Jiraiya has put it like that. Okay, so how do we get in? Opening the door to the Ruin Golem's cockpit requires an amateur device, to put it simply, a key. The bad news is that I don't have this key, but the good news is that I have discovered its whereabouts from studying the documents on hand. I have scoured half the house of Dana for the few records available. The last report on the MIT device was published decades ago. And though I have now figured it all out, my findings cannot be published as things stand. Most irritating indeed. To put it simply, the key may be found in Port Ormus to the south, in the hands of an antique dealer named Roigen. Could you please accompany me there? Here doing research for so long and you've never thought about visiting him? The thing is, I'm not good at dealing with merchants. They just don't understand me, which makes communication almost impossible. I've been cheated out of a lot of Mora before an account of this. Wait, so this is actually all my fault? Well, whatever the case, we're going to Port Ormus, right? Let's go check it out then. Yes, finally we can do something except read. Whew, okay. I like the dialogue, but sometimes it's a bit too lengthy and annoying to read. I just read a book instead. Welcome. You must be travelers from abroad. What brings you here to my shop? Would you like to make any purchases or seek to appraise any items? So you're Roigen. The antique dealer, right? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Roigen, the chief antique appraiser, to be precise. Did you come specifically to visit me? Well, I shan't let you down there. Then, oh my god. Please just ignore me reading all this nonsense. Then you've come to the right place. If you can name it, Roigen here can tell you about it. I've probably seen enough antiques to lay out across the entire marketplace. Even the academia might not have seen quite as many. We're looking for the... Paimon can't remember, obviously. She never remembers any names. An amateur device. I've never heard of something like that. You just said that we could name anything. Don't worry, I haven't heard of that name, but I might yet know of the thing you want. Antiques tend to have a variety of monikers you see. Can you describe the thing that you're looking for? The documents didn't include a particularly detailed description. It's an item in the style of those ruin machines, and it should be an identification device of sorts. It should be marked with unique Kandrian style patterns that can be recognized to be chronologically different from the common types seen on ruin guards, thus marking this as some sort of earlier version of the device. And consider what we know of ruin archaeology. Alright, you can stop now. I know what you're looking for. So you know, that's so very helpful. Thank you. In that case, please give it to me. That's not how this works. This item is very precious. If you really want it, you'll have to pay for it, and that's 500 more at the very least. It's an antique, you know. What I'm offering is pretty common price. But what if the more we spend here can't guarantee a successful report? Let's just help him out, shall we? We've helped others bargain before, haven't we? You're probably a dab hand by now. Okay, let's try it. That's a relief. I'm terrible at things like this. That's everything on me. Just take it. I'll have to find a gig with the Emerite over there if that's not sufficient though. Okay, he wants 500. Let's do like this much. This price, did you come all the way here to make fun of me? Does he really want 500? This price is a little too low, you know what I mean? Okay. You have a deal. I mean, more does come after friendship for us dealers, so I'll do you three a friendly favor today. There, I'll sell you the antique at the price you named. Well, here's the remaining funding. Isn't this just a normal chaos core? Nonsense, that's no ordinary chaos core, but the core of a Ruin Guard prototype found in Stormtail's lair. See the marks left by the Great Wolf King of the North? This is a unique treasure, alright, and no mistake. Then isn't this the one we saw at Stormtail's sleigh? Didn't Dane take it? This one's got to be fake. That's impressive understanding for someone your age. Wait, but that's not the point. I don't know about this Dane fellow, but I sure have heard of Stormtail's lair. Anyway, if you have different insights about antiques, we could discuss them in private. It's definitely not the MIT device. What I'm looking for is a key that can open the Ruin Golem on Devantaka Mountain. It should be in the hands of your grandfather, Mr. Hassad, the Golden Adventurer. At least that was the case several decades ago. Oh, come on, you should have just said this earlier. You didn't exactly let me... But that really brings back memories. It's been so long since I last heard stories about my grandpa. When I was little, Grandpa would often tell me stories of his adventures. I thought then that he was just bragging, but what do you know, he actually was that awesome. Speaking of which, it is mostly because of him that I became an appraiser of antiques. All the stories about treasures were just so intriguing. Still, the thing you spoke of is not here with me. You haven't sold it off, have you? I wish I did, but treasures don't stay where they don't belong, as they say. I mean, isn't that what happens in all treasure hunting legends? Grandpa didn't care about any of that stuff, but according to him, that device engraved with ancient characters was lost during one of his adventures in some underground cave. That was a long story, one which he's told me so many times, but I can't remember a single word of it now. Oh wow, so helpful. Actually, I even planned a treasure hunt for it, with some others back then. And as to whether we really found it again, well, if we did, it should still be hidden in a secret base at Vimara Village. I always went there to play when I was just a kid. You know how kids love their secret bases. Could you please show us to the secret base? Perhaps we could find some clues there. So this thing is that important to you, huh? Still, I haven't been back for over 10 years. Since you bought something from me, I'll take you there. But try to manage your expectations, okay? I really can't remember what happened long ago. We're counting on you either way. Okay. It's taking forever with this story. I mean, it's fun, I guess. But also, why do I need to read a whole book? Also, I can't believe that we bought the thing without seeing it. Like, that's not how you do. Oh my god. Again? I just did this like half an hour ago. Do these guys stay here every time?
Order guide you.
Okay, let's just get rid of these guys. Why are you not doing your job? Okay, there we go. Hello, Nemo. Okay, are you gonna come alive? Yes. Oh, you're very, very big. Oh my god, why do I not have my shield on?
Let's dance.
I haven't played with an archer with these Ruin Guards in a long time. I want it in his eye, but it's difficult. Okay, where are you going? Okay, this is very slow.
This is order.
I like to play with Kale, but she's a little bit not strong enough yet. Like her what is it called? Who am I fighting now? I have no idea. Her normal attack is not good enough, but her like charge attack is. But with archers, it's really difficult to get a hit unless you're like really close or somewhat close and the enemies are jumping up and down or moving a lot. So yeah, kind of annoying sometimes. How about you, Snowy? Do you guys want to play Genshin together? That must be fun. So fun to watch you play with friends. Yes, we wanna play Genshin at some point. I don't know when exactly, but we'll do it at some point. Don't worry. And I'm probably gonna stream sometime, maybe. I don't know. I don't know yet how that's gonna go. But we did talk about it. Okay, is my memory... why don't we ask the villagers of Humour Village? They should know if there's a cave around here. There's no point asking them this secret base. How would they even know where it is? If I remember correctly, the cave entrance should be behind these vines. So let's split up and search for it. This great researcher and I will go look over here. There. You two research this place, alright. Okay. We're looking for a cave entrance. Isn't it that one? They're Vamada. You know something about this? They're Vamada. Aranara made them. Aranara make Vamada when they don't want Nara to enter a place where Vamada are present. Only and Aranara can enter. Are pretty small, but the place been blocked completely. Paimon thinks even you can't get through. Nara can't get in, but Aranara can sing. Vamada spin when they hear us singing, and when they do, we can enter. Naraizu is a friend of the forest. If you sing Naraizu, the Vamada will hear it. Come on, Ararikan will teach you. Okay. Nice. Okay, we can now sing the song. Great. I love these little snippets of the music. It's so pretty. Okay. Ooh, it's turning! Oh, now I see! Oh, that's so handy! Did you make this Vamada and Ararikan? Ararikan doesn't remember, but little Nara must be protected. This much Ararikan knows. Well, we've no clue why this place was sealed by the Aranara, but this should be the entrance to the secret base, so let's call those two over. I knew this was the place. Our secret base should be this way. How did you guys find it? Ararikan did a great job. Since you found the entrance to the cave, let's go in. We just have to find the Ameta device. It's pretty big inside. Don't get scared now. Okay. I think we'll be good. Yes! I think that was also, yeah, one of these stars. Investigate the secret space. And also I see a little, what's it called? Thingy that I forgot the name of. Hi Elfbugs, how are you doing? I hope you're okay. This place is really huge. You're a pretty impressive kid. Not bad, but it's much smaller than I remember. That's because you've grown up. More than grown up. I'm an old man now. But this place really hasn't changed at all. It's like time stood still here. Even the air smells the same. A single whiff brings back so many memories. Let's not waste time. Yes, let's waste time. No, let's not waste time. Do you remember where the Amata device is? Patience, youngster. Let's take a look around first. One thing has been bugging Paimon since we first walked in. What is this huge machine part? Ararika knows this was moved here from the giant Iron Mountain. You mean it was taken from the Ruin Golem from before? You noticed it too? Judging the pattern, such parts should belong to the Ruin Golem, though I don't know why it was arranged in this fashion. Perhaps you really do have some academic talent. Would you like me to recommend you to study in the academia once our project comes to a close? Imagine Paimon being a student. You're sure to make lots of friends there. That's not what this is about, thanks anyway. But a child shouldn't have been able to move anything this big, so who piled it up here in this way? Maybe it was the forest spirit. No, just kidding, I can't remember. Ararika knows. Ararika moved it. How did you move something this big? Ararika can move it. Ararika is very strong. I remember 2 groups of us, kids running around this big guy and play fighting. In the beginning, yes, our group's stronghold should be up ahead. Oh, I remember now. I think I buried something over there. I'll take you. Okay. Also, there's this, which I do not know. Oh, but it lit up. I wonder what that is. But I want this. I forgot its name. How did I forget an important name like that? I have no idea, sorry.
Solidify.
Okay, yeah, that didn't help at all. Oh, okay. This guy over there. A Sealy! Yes, that's what it was named. Let's go, Ararikan! Lift them! Yes, Ararikan is quite strong, yes. Okay, got rid of the vines over there. I see the sparks. Is it that one? Lost energy block. Okay, I don't know what that is. Dig for the buried item. Ah, there, okay. Also, there's another word here. Come on, Paimon wants to see what we've got. It's just a booklet. This is good stuff. This was our adventure handbook back in the day. Adventure handbook? Don't you guys know about adventure handbooks? I thought you were adventurers from abroad based on how you look and the fact that you're here looking for treasure or something. Many adventurers write them. It's like an adventure journal to record their experiences, plans, and even the clues to treasure location. As you guys know, my grandfather was a great adventurer, though I didn't understand a lick of what he wrote into his adventure journal. Still, I grew up wanting to be an adventurer, so I made my own imagination adventure handbook. You could say that's where I got my start. I know how important this is to you, but it won't help us find the thing we're looking for. Now, not so fast. Didn't I tell you that I planned to find the MIT device? What happened then is recorded in this adventure handbook. Let me see. I remember that the 2 of us... Wait a moment. Why are there 3 people in the drawing? Has my memory already gone that bad, or is it just because my eyes can't see well anymore? Do you need me to lend you my glasses? I have the latest model as produced by the Academy. Sir Researcher, are you really that... Forget it. Let me take a closer look. I'm pretty sure now that the MIT device should have been buried right here by yours truly. It's Arorican. Arorican was playing with them. I hope you have a wonderful evening spending time with my grand, so heading off now. Aw, enjoy your time. That's really, really important. I hope you have a nice time. I tried to find the emotes which fit, but see you later. Yes. So we just have to search this cave, is what I would say if this place wasn't quite so big. There's no need for that. The location of the device recorded here should be somewhere. Somewhere here. Somewhere there! I see it. And I also see these... Do they light up as well? They do! Oh, and I got a treasure! Okay, let's get that first. Otherwise I'll forget. Oh no, of course it's in the... on top of the whole thing. Okay. Ooh, nice! Did I drop something? No. It's Maple from Animal Crossing! That is so sweet. Maple is so cute. Okay. This is indeed the mighty device. See, I didn't lie to you guys. Now we can scuttle right back and open that giant roborite. Paimon's getting excited already. This is just a fragment. There's no way we will open the Ruin Golem without a complete device. I can fix it if it's not being completely destroyed, but we will have to find some way to recover the remaining pieces. Oh, sorry. Don't be so anxious. The device was split into 3 parts, but why would Grandpa put them in 3 different locations? You know what? This would be a very exciting story if only I remembered more of it. So, are the 3 locations of the fragments recorded here? Yes, that's right. The locations of the buried device fragments are all recorded in this handbook. We must have found the fragments buried here back then from wherever it was at first. In that case, let's go find the remaining 2 fragments using this. We're the best at finding things, aren't we? That's what I said anyway, but I can't understand these writings. How can that be? Didn't you write these notes yourself? Well, this is actually a record of the adventure that the 2, well, maybe the 3 of us undertook. I can't remember who this 3rd person was, but I certainly haven't forgotten that old man. If you want to know the location of the remaining device fragments, you should go look for him. That old man should still be kicking even now, and if he is, he definitely still lives in Vimara village. He did say he would live out the rest of his days there after all. I don't know who Emerdian is. You know that fellow? Well, that makes things easier. Take this handbook and show it to him. He should understand. You aren't gonna come with us? I don't want to meet that old fossil. If you figured out where the fragments are buried, go look for them yourself. I would like to go with you, but my old bones aren't up to the task anymore. I wanted to be a great adventurer like my grandfather back when I was a young boy, and if it hadn't been for that guy... Well, stories are in the end more important than the adventure itself, so if you collect any stories, please remember to bring them to me. I can give you guys this device fragment as a reward. How about that? It's a good deal. It looks like I won't be of much help in this endeavor, so I might as well wait here for you. There are a lot of parts here to study, and I'm not going to pass up the chance to do it. Okay. But why has this become a problem that only 2? You didn't count Ararican and Bad Paimon. I don't know. It goes way too quick. Paimon's not sure what's going on here. How about we go see Amadian about it? Yes, let's do that. Let's go here. I feel like they've had a pretty bad falling out. Also, my nose hurts. I don't know what's going on. Anything interesting? Not really. Just a little weird Sealy doing some labs. Okay. Vimara village. We meet again, friends of Rana. Oh, it's Rana's grandfather or whatever. Is she not with you? I wonder what's taking her so long to patrol the woods this time. Still, this must be a special occasion for you to come to see me. We lent the little musical instrument from him. What is the magenta near Zhongli and all of your characters? It's a little Sealy that I carry with me, just like a psychic. So you went to the secret base. What do you think? Really pretty impressive, isn't it? Roigen is there here in Vimara and still doesn't want to see me. That fellow gets more stubborn the older he gets. That's how he is though. It's almost been 10 years since I last saw him. And that was when I had some business in Port Ormus. I'm relieved to hear he's still himself. So why doesn't Roigen want to see you? It's a long story. You wouldn't mind hearing an old man prattle on. No, actually now I know. I do want to know. He lived in Vimara village because of grandfather. He quickly drew the attention of the other kids. I was one of those kids who was fascinated by the stories he heard from his grandfather. They built a secret base, dressed ourselves up as warriors and heroes with branches and flowers. To us children, the base was another world. Those old times seem like a dream now. Roigen also mentioned that the base once played host to loads of kids. So what happened? They grew up. Kids do have short attention spans in any case. Be it legends or adventures, these are just some of their many passing interests. By the time we realized that truth, Roigen and I were the only two left in the base. No, make that 3 actually. Also mentioned there were 3 of you, but he can't recall the 3rd person anymore. I'm not sure either. It's been so long we've both old now. Who could it have been? These Aranara again? Now that sounds like a make-believe worthy of children. If I had left Vimara with him, I'd probably still believe in all that. With him, you say. So why did Roigen leave then? For his adventures, of course. That guy's been stubborn ever since we were kids. We'd vowed to become the greatest adventurers in the world, just like his legendary grandfather, but neither of us had the knack for being one. After my initial enthusiasm had worn off, I found that I had far more important things to do. So in the end, he was the last one left. That's why we're like this now. The way he sees it, I was more of an adventurer, yet I gave up before he did. Stubbornness, that's all it is. Still, it was also thanks to Roigen's stubbornness that he wound up being the best antique dealer in Port Ormus. Well, that's it for the story. You want to know where to find the 2 fragments, right? It's going to take a while to mark them out for you, though. My eyesight's gotten quite deplorable in my old age. I'll count this as a commission from him. I used traditional Vimara cursive for this, which he should be able to comprehend. He definitely would have back then anyway. Why doesn't the Aranara know any of this? Ararican, when they've been there. Just follow the instructions and you'll be alright. To be honest, I never thought that this thing would still have its uses after all these years. I just found this in the journal too. A dried flower out from the yellowed sheets. Give this to Roigen when you see him again. Maybe this will jog his memory a bit. Why didn't you say anything back there, Ararican? Amadia is a good Nara. You have nothing to fear. He wasn't afraid. Ararican has heard of the things you talked about earlier and they're very familiar. Just can't remember them. Ararican was confused, so Ararican didn't say anything. Very strange. This is tiring, but at least we're making progress. Anyway, let's do what Armadian said and go find the true fragments. Then give them to Jazari. Okay, Let's go to... Oh shoot. Was it this one? I need to get in the cave. Was it through here? Oh, I feel like it wasn't, but maybe it was? No. Oh no, I don't know how to get there anymore. Oh no, here. Okay. We're saved. We're saved. Okay. This way? Maybe? Are we in the right place? A bit confusing.
My apologies.
Can you pick it up, please? No? Okay. Okay. I think I need to go to the other side. Oh, submerged cave. It's this one right here. And there's a Sealy too. And somewhere there's a little sparkling thingy. Okay. Lower the water level. Also, there's another entrance, so whenever I can find a place where the Sealy lives, I will do that. Oh, here. I think the Sealy is showing us the way, by the way. Yay! I forgot the name for the place where it goes. Oh, I need to find another one. Okay, let's see. Ah, here. Quick! Stop jumping in weird places. Is it coming? No. Oh, for goodness sake. I hate when they do that. How am I supposed to get there? Jesus. What the heck? How do I get it then? Oh no, I hate that. Seriously. Okay, I need to find a way. First of all, to get rid of these annoying things. Oh, you decide to get on there? Okay, fine. Just stay there then. Oh my god, that is so annoying. That's actually beyond annoying. How do I get it? Also, can you just like die or something? Either die or mind your business. I'm not tall enough or heavy enough. No. And I don't think I can. No. I don't think I can it's in a place where I don't think I can climb. I'll try anyways. Oh my god, can you stop? First of all, can you stop climbing? And who is wanting to fight me now? Seriously, just mind your business. It's not that hard. And now I can't even get that. I am losing my shit. Can you stop? Mind your freaking own business. How the hell do I get that stupid Sealy? I don't think I'm way too far away, I think. Oh my god, this is the stupidest thing. Can't you help me even a little bit? I don't know who came up with the idea of putting the Sealy somewhere like this, but it's the stupidest thing I've heard in a long time. Seen, not even heard. Jeez. Okay. The water is now slowly going down.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
And before we go there, I just want to see if there's anything we're missing. No, I don't think so. What the? I don't know what's going on in here. Something here? Money? A little cave? Oh. This leads to the other side. Wait, we've been here. Oh yeah. We have been here. Okay. I think... No, I don't think we need to go this way, but there's something here. But I've done that. That is very confusing. What is this place? Oh! This is part of the other quest that I had. This is where I found... Yeah, right here. There was an Aranara hiding behind that. That's why I've been here. Okay, makes sense now. And this is open. I can't remember where the place was where I saw an unopened door, or like the vine ball. But we'll go this way. Okay, here's one. I love these little music snippets. They're so calming. Alright. We spin it. Spun it. Spun it. And now... Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I just need to do that. Yes, there we go. Can we avoid the
So lucky.
bad guys? I think we can. I don't think there was anything back there that I needed. Oh, there was. Okay, let me see if I can avoid them even further. I think if you don't go too close to them, you don't have to look at them. Oh my god, get rid of that! Oh Jesus! What's wrong with you? Ooh, a nice chest. Okay, we got 5
Five often when you're out in the wild.
5 primogems. You do the little dance like you're psychic. Yes. Ooh, nice. Okay. We've lowered the water level until it's walkable. Out there. But I still don't know how to use these ruin thingies. I guess we'll find out. Looks like there are big robot parts here too. Gee, imagine what would happen if Jazari saw them. He'd whip his camera out again and that would be the last we'd hear of him for a while. Ararican claims to have moved the components back there, but that can't be true, right? Of course it is true. Ararican doesn't deceive Nara. Ararican was the Aranara who played with the kids at the secret base, but Ararican remembers nothing about this. Do Aranara forget the past too? Ararican doesn't know what you're talking about, and Ararican can't remember, and it's fun hanging around with little Nara. Paimon hopes you remain happy wherever you may go, Ararican. Oh my god. Seems like this thing can be combined with the one we dug up. Okay, that's great. Great news, but I still don't know how to use this. What's T? Oh, got it. Like, I feel like I need to do something. Like, they seem like they need to be destroyed. But I don't know how. I can see, however, something shiny. We all know what that means. We need investigation. I don't know what we can do with the lost energy things. Oh, there's something in here. Oh, I feel like there's Marana on the other side because the visuals changed. Anytime there's Marana, it becomes like this less saturated one. Yep.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Where did it go? Oh, there we go.
Take flight.
Okay. Let's get all 3. And then there's... Oh!
Don't touch me.
That is very rude. Where is... Oh, there. Was that all? No.
Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
Do you get attacked? Yes, a little bit. Okay. Now we can do this. Great. And then I saw a little...
Replenish your supply
Yep,
often
this
when you're out in
one.
the wild.
So I don't know if this is already like, yeah, it's working. One thing I really dislike about Sumeru is that you have to keep changing your party setup all the time
Leave it to me.
because of some mechanics, which is quite irritating. Okay, there we go.
Solidify.
And then there. Oh my god, I have 23 lives. Ah, there. There we go. Also, congrats for Twitch payout now. I hope you will get paid from your hard work on YouTube too. Well, that's a long road ahead. You have to have a lot more subscribers and watch time and everything like that on YouTube than on Twitch, unfortunately. So I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. Oh no! What? Oh no! No! I got trapped! Wait. No! How did this happen? How can this happen? Oh my god! Can I like... Oh my god, I could spin it again. Oh my god. I was like, no. Okay, that was very concerning. I can't believe it. Isu as content creator or Isu as ambassador or something. Well, I just got new Skechers because those are my favorite sneakers.
Old thought patterns start to creep back in, and as soon as I start talking about it, the flashbacks start.
Okay, thank you, Kole. I just got new... Oh, I'm not in the cave even. Let's get in. Just travel. Yeah, so anyways. I got new sneakers or trainers, training shoes, whatever they're called. From Skechers. And I wish I would be like an ambassador for them in the future because I love those shoes. They are amazing. But no. I don't think anytime soon. I'd have to be like a proper Just Dance streamer to do that. Oh. Have we been here? I think yes, we've been here. Is there mushrooms? No. It's somewhere here. Ah, yes, I see it. And I see a mushroom. Perfect. Anything here? Any mushrooms? No. But I do now need... What's this? Oh, you can go through! That's so cool. I don't know why, but it's cool. I feel like a little dog in agility. One of my friend needs to wear a t-shirt which says it's cool to be... Oh my god, that's amazing. That way. Yes. This way. This is quite an impressive place for kids. The Withering. It's Marana. Please protect Ararika Nizu. We will protect you. You no need to be afraid of Morinora. If Amadian is right, the fragment of the mighty device should be inside. Let's neutralize the Withering fast. Okay. Wait, do we... No, I don't think it's the same. It just looks similar.
My apologies.
Oh. You literally just escaped it. So annoying. The other one?
Whirling snow.
There. And then... Oh no.
My apologies.
Okay.
Gather.
Let's put the shield on because these will do some nasty little points like that, as you can see. And then final one over there. Ooh, yes.
Solidify. This is order.
Let's dance. Whirling snow.
Nice. Okay. I think that's it. Yes. Hi, Snowy. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Have you been playing in Sumeru?
Glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside.
That's the last fragment. Now all we have to do is something. Okay. Okay. I think that's all. Let's just fast travel. Oh no, I don't know where to go. What did it say? Ah, yes. I don't know why I covered of that. Okay, 600 meters. It's fun, stuck or lost. What do you mean? The quest? I'm good, and you? And no, not yet. I haven't unlocked it yet. Have you been to Inazuma? Have you done that? Or parts of that? Or are you still in Mondstadt or Liyue? It's so pretty. Yes, it's amazing. It looks amazing. I love Inazuma. At least only tell that the quest is achieved. It did say that quest completed, like the part of it. But I don't know why it like didn't automatically go to the next part, because usually it does that. That was weird. Hi Potato Mia, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Okay, let's go to here and find the guys. I wonder where they went. There. Okay. I didn't expect that there would be a Ruin Golem component that I've never seen before. How much more of this Ruin Golem have I not discovered? Have you found the fragments of the mighty device? My academic career is in your hands here. I have. Oh! I need to talk to Royan first. Wait, how? Is he down somewhere here? Oh no, I completely forgot where he is. Can I go up? Oh, I can go up there. Nice. Okay, there we go. how are you doing? I'm good, thank you. I've had a nice relaxing day of doing nothing. So I'm replenished and my energy is a little bit more back to the normal. I would say alright, but uni's pain. Yeah, I feel that. Good luck with that. Looks like you met the old man and found the fragments you were looking for. That aside, is he as tedious now as he was then? Not that I care though. You two are so alike. What did Madia tell you? Don't believe anything he said. If he hadn't slipped back into the village that night before our adventure at sea, we could have been the greatest adventurers in history. I'm just kidding. I'm better suited to dealing antiques. Even a great adventurer like my grandfather eventually went missing in their adventures. I doubt I would have stood much of a chance. For me, I'd be satisfied as long as there's a story to hear. So what stories have you collected? According to our deal, the device fragments in your hands were meant to be exchanged for stories. About the fairies and the children. Fairies in the forest. I've had similar legends before. Your tale is particularly interesting one. That's a good enough story for me. The fragments are yours, as we agreed. Take them to our great researcher. He's been stressing out this entire time while you were out having fun. You should get back to my shop. I should get back to my shop now. I'll be quite upset if I miss out on a big sale. I just realized like a leaf on his ear. Yeah, I don't know what those are. Everyone in Sumeru City has them and I don't know what they are. I can't wait how they will tell the story. It wasn't that much of a telling because we don't know how they did it. But something else we have to do. That flower. Seriously? At his age? I think I remember this. Maybe, but then again, maybe not. Anyway, the past should stay in the past, so forget it. But I have a feeling this flower does not belong to me, so please return it to where it belongs. I can tell that you can see things I can't. Oh, he knows. He seems to have become a bit more fun than before. Do drop by my shop when you get the chance. Until then, farewell. Where it belongs. The flower is yours, Ararican. This flower is precious. Why give it to Ararican? Because it belongs to you. Doesn't remember the flower, but Ararican likes it. Ararican cherishes this flower. Ararican shall plant it in the garden. We'll see you at the roof of the great Iron Mountain once we get the giant machine started. We'll go get the bad guys together. Yes, Ararican wants to fight the bad guys with you. That's a promise. Okay. If you have done the main Archon quest, then the leaf on their head is explained. Looks like a hearing aid in a leaf-shaped heart, because it's the most significant part of the quest. Won't spoil it though. Thanks for not spoiling. I am in the process. Ooh, interesting ladder. Of that. And they have been talking about it at some point, but not yet fully. Thank goodness you're back. That's them. Alright, thank you so much for your help. I'll take care of the rest. The most important thing is the journey though. Thanks for not spoiling it. Yes, at least for me. Well, this should do the trick. Pretty good, eh? Why, I bet that even her badge of the Comedia couldn't fix this thing without consulting any information. You're lucky to have me with you, you know? Now we can get inside. Oh, I think that's our line. Yes. No one's been in this machine for centuries. I can already smell the parchment of the pages in the academic annals that shall bear my name. No problem. Paimon's getting excited too. More treasure? Here we come. Okay, I truly hope that we get to see inside of it. Where are we headed? Wait, we're headed off from here? Oh, we're not in the... Got it. And we're not even in the right place. Okay. Open. If it's just the domain, I'll be pissed. No way. This is awesome. I love it. So much bigger in there than Paimon thought. It's like a proper ship. Of course it is. Wait, this is a moment for that famous phrase, is it not? Behold, thousands of years of ancient Kandria history lie before us. Got carried away there. This is a famous quote by Iskandar, a Vahumanda sage. Wait, haven't you read his biography? Well, knowledge is boundless. I do not intend to have my learning shackled. I've read about it countless times in books, but this is the first time I've seen it in person, and that's why I can't contain my excitement. Look at all these vines. It must have been a really long time since anyone's last came here. According to the text named the Review of Research, blah blah blah, the last scholar who managed to get inside a Ruin Golem for systematic research was Per Kavikavis. I'm sure you don't know this, but Per Kavikavis was one of the greatest scholars in Ksharewar's history. Kavikavis earned the rank of Urbad before hitting 30, a genuine academic genius. With his achievements, he would have become a sage sooner or later, but he met with an ancient accident during an expedition, and his research results were lost. Ever since then, Ksharevar has gone downhill. If he had lived longer, perhaps I wouldn't be worrying about expenses day and night like this. By the way, it's my academic ambition to follow in Per Kavikabu's footsteps. Forget your academic ambition for now. Our next step is to... Did you forget we're here to investigate? Right, by activating the Ruin Golem, I can get valuable experimental data, which will then serve as the basis for a breakthrough in my research. Okay, these guys are talking way too much. According to our records, once the separation valve in the steering cabin is turned on, the Ruin Golem will be activated. But as I told you before, all Ruin machines are driven by the dark power of their cores, and the cores of the Ruin Golem have been sealed underground. Even if we got into the steering cabin, this conventional method will not work. In fact, we can't even start this lift right before us. So how will we get to the steering cabin at the top? You're right, so what we do? Let's try hitting it. No. When one door closes, another opens, and in any case, I'm positive that the people of Kandria surely took this scenario into consideration. Unlike the cores that supply almost unlimited energy, this power system comprises a series of small power relays. The power sources of these devices are energy blocks that store pure energy extracted from the ley lines. According to Vahumana researchers, this power system most likely had been in widespread use long before the first Ruin machine was ever built in ancient Kandria. As I stated earlier, the Ruin Golem is an early model, so it must have one of those backup power systems. Oh my god, just noticed you have such a cute tattoo. Sorry, not game related, but so cute. Wait. Oh yeah, my my bird tattoo. Thank you. How long have you been doing the Aranara quest, by the way? For a long time, because I got stuck. That's really tragic. That's point for you. Straight to the point. Yes. Okay, finally we're doing something else than talking. Activate the relays, and that we do by... I have no idea. Okay, there we have it. Oh, I need to get under that. How? Maybe here? Yes. This is so cool.
Take flight.
Oh my god.
I'll protect us.
This tilting floor is making me confused. Okay. Oh my god. Can you get in? There we go. This looks pretty new for an ancient... Why can you not get on top of it? Oh! We have energy cubes? It's starting up. What do you think? The machinery in the Ruin Golem, whether it's a relay or a trapdoor, can be powered by this energy block. Because this backup system comprises a series of small power relays. In other words, we have to work all our way up from the bottom, and the system can only function when all the relays have been connected. Given the damage to the Ruin Golem, it will be quite difficult for it to run at full power. But just as you were activating this relay, I found this in the power room. It seems to be the blueprint for the Ruin Golem. Perhaps its maintenance crew left it there. According to this blueprint, we only need to connect several keys relays to start the machine. At the very least, we'll be able to start this lift and go up to the steering cabin. There's nothing else we can do. We might as well try activating the lift first. Wait, aren't you coming with us? I'll stay here and take a pic. No, study the internal structure of the Ruin Golem. That's also important work. Besides, I'm a scholar. There's little I could do to assist you directly in your task. But if you have any technical problems, I'll be here for you. This entire quest took me 11 hours to complete, not because I was stuck. Kudos for you to complete. That's sign for a 12-hour stream. No. I'll be doing this until I cannot do it any longer. It was because it was just too freaking long. Yes, it feels like a very long quest, to be honest. Wait, oops. Okay. Nice! This is so cool. I love it. Alright. Well, I'm still studying the load-bearing structure of these components here, but it's impressive that you got the lift started. Well, come on, I've only read about it in books. Just so you know, there are no more than 3 people in the entire academia who can read this blueprint, so guessing it right does mean something. Anyway, now that the lift is working, we should be able to access the steering room above by activating the relays on the middle level. I see, the mid-level gear should be in the power room. We need to activate all 4 relay units. If we can't find an energy block that works, it is also possible to temporarily remove them from the device. It's fine as long as they're all connected in the end. I'll keep waiting for you here then. Oh no! Okay. Which way did we come? We came from here. Can I climb? I can. No, I cannot climb. How the hell do I then get up? Stop climbing! We just cleared that. You cannot climb. Ah, there. I think. No? No, I don't think there's a way up. Wait, didn't we just... Hold on. Yes! Okay, I'm just a little dumb, sorry. Okay, The lift is now working, so I'm able to do stuff. But I need electro thingies. I need the little blocks. Hello? And I don't see any ruin machines here. All four in the middle. Wait. I'm confused. Do I need to... Hold on. If I get or take the blocks from downstairs, doesn't that mean I'm gonna disconnect the lift? Right? No, I can't take them anymore. Where the hell do I get them then? Oh my god, come on! Oh, there's nothing in there. Oops. Hydrate, thanks. 2 hour mark, yes. Okay. I just get out? Yeah. Alright, so I need to somehow... Come on. Find these blocks. Because I only have one. And I don't understand what's going on with this one. Like, there's something I can do, clearly, because it's pointing at it.
Gather.
But it's not really helping. Wait, what is this? Oh! I can go back up! Wait, what's this? The energy cores have stopped working. The cause is an inherent mechanical design defect that causes the occasional operation overload. Suggested solution: due to the lack of spare parts, the difficulty of producing more, maintenance is incomplete. It can only be operated at full power for a short while. Shutdown is recommended each time the chronometer completes one rotation. The weapon systems have melted down due to overuse. Suggested solution: destroyed machinery for related parts, then reassemble for use. Testing indicates that this should basically be able to fulfill the requirements of high-intensity combat. Smart boot system failed, cause unknown. Many components have taken on sand or disintegrated. The mobility system has not been completely disabled, but the ability to walk long distances has been lost. This machine was lost in the southern desert. We lack the means to tow this machine, thus it can only stand by and await retrieval. Interesting. Can I seriously not take these? I can go to mid-level. This is doing something. I don't think I can get rid of them though. That's the issue. What's up with this? Oh, nothing. I thought I saw something, but I think it's just the lights. I'm so confused. Like in all understanding, I should be able to get the parts back, like take them, and then use this, because I can now get to the other level by just walking. So I don't understand. Okay, let's explore something in the meanwhile, because I don't understand. Is there a button I can use to go further up? Why can I not say, like, go upwards?
Solidify.
No, I can't use that. I think I can climb on the vines. He with his long legs is not the best character for this. Oh my god, stop falling and actually not falling. Okay, now I'm stuck. That didn't work. No, that's not it. I am so confused. This is what I really dislike about this game, is that it tells you to do something, but it doesn't have any or give you any clues to, like, how to do it. Can I go inside? Oh my god, I can't. Like, I was stuck in that stupid Aranara celebration quest because I just couldn't find that stupid entrance to the cave. So, like, and I didn't know what to do even. Like, it took me so many days. And then I had to also watch a YouTube video, and I feel like this is another one of those, because I just, for the life of me, cannot figure out. It's like telling me, connect all 4 relays in the middle. That in the middle what? I don't understand. And also, I don't have the relays because I cannot get them. I don't understand. Wait, I think I understand now. Maybe? If I use... Oh, this is probably the middle, right? I pick that up. And... oh my god. Use these to open the ones that I cannot open. Wait, no. I am very confused. What is the middle? I don't understand. Tell me what is the middle?
Wow.
Middle what? Okay, there's another note. Hildrich, Swanenwritten, Beard Father, Passed away due to multiple organ failure. May he rest in peace in the foreign land. Okay. I think this is the middle. But where the heck is that one? 1 point. Did I put it here? No? Wait. I need that from there. Okay, got it. Okay. Wait. There wasn't any. Okay, now I'm very confused. But I don't care. I think I have to. No. I don't. I don't understand! Where the hell is that? One more. Why are you pointing at that? And why can I not climb? I am mad! Why do I only have one? And what are you pointing at? I am so mad! Okay. I feel like I need to place this one and this one. But what then? This is the extent of my brain. I cannot give more. This is all that I can give. And thank you for a quick speech. I think this is all I can do. It's just, I cannot figure out more. So I think I just have to watch a YouTube video to see how this is done. Because I do not understand. I don't know where to get the other missing piece. That's the one with the letter. That was with the chest. Wait, that's two. Okay. Maybe all things are yet not lost. Because this is 3 and the other one is 2. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream for a little after a little bit. But first I wanna get this done. Okay. I've got this. Anything in here? Hadura's wasn't written Sentinel of Golden Hall, executed by the Knight Marshal Anfortis for betrayal that caused irreversible damage to a machine. Despite the major loss that the Knight Marshal's left eye was lost in this event. Given Hadura was the last of their compatriots, a proper knight's funeral was granted for Hadura. A bit of lore there. What does happen if I place it here? Ooh! You.
Stabilize.
You happens.
Whirling snow.
Okay. Did something happen here, or was that... Okay, I think that was all. Let's just get this. And these. And then... there was the place with 3. This one. Ooh, nice. And if I do this... Yay! Another one.
Solidify.
Take flight.
Okay. They don't give me anything or tell me anything, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. I do wonder if I can find anything in here. Very sad if I cannot. Okay. Well, that was it. Okay. Let's get rid of this. And this. And now. In the middle. What does in the middle mean? The elevator? Or this that it's pointing towards? No. What is the middle? I connected them in there, but... oh, why does this need to be so cryptic? Here? Bottom level? It's telling me to go there, but it doesn't make any sense because I can only put one. I don't understand. I truly do not understand. Okay, I'll try and place them. Wait, how many do I have? No, I need all of them. Okay, maybe I understand what I need to do now. Maybe. This is the 2. I need the 4th first. Let me try this, and if this doesn't work... what's this one? Maybe? Okay, let's place this one. Let's draw these ones. Come on. This is 1. I need the one with 2. This one? Yes. Get these. One, right? No. Oh my god, still no. That's 3. That is 1. Okay, there we go. Put that on there. And now place this one. Oh my god. Just took me the whole evening.
Let the show be. Whirling snow.
Ooh! It can teleport.
Sakura swirl.
Sword of a Lost Homelander. Oh, poor thing. I feel that this game is incredibly sad. That's the new character, right? The green one? Yes! Yes! Kale. this is the character. We've got the first 4-star Dendro character, and then Tainari was the 5-star. And I made a video making them in Sims, if you haven't seen. Okay, now everyone's like working like that. I need to find the one, yeah, that one. Where I can get up, because now I should, oh no, I need to talk to stupid guy. Talk to the stupid Zari first. Okay, but now we can go up to the cockpit. Zari. There we go. What were you guys doing up there? I thought I heard a truly incredible racket while I was studying this inductive circuit. Well, whatever you're doing, please keep it down. If there's any trouble with the machine here, it'll be hard for me to explain it away in my report to the academia. Are you and this child both alright? Okay. You know what, I'll write 2 recommendation letters to the academia. This way the 2 of you can get along in future as well. That's not what was happening here at all. I assume you've got the relays in the middle connected. I'm almost done here as well. Come, let's go up to the steering cabin at the top. Just like before, we simply need to connect the power system to the steering cabin to activate the Ruin Golem's control systems. I like this quest. It's a little bit annoying, but I like it nonetheless. Okay, we should go to the top now. It did little bugs there for a little bit, but it's fine. Okay. Connect to the pilot. Oh my god. Why is my game being weird? What's up? Can you see that? Oh. My GPU maxed.
According to today's Forest Patrol route map, we need to head here first, then make our way
Oh no.
there.
That's not good.
There's a lot of writing.
That is not good. Hold on, let me get off the game. Let my PC breathe for a little bit. Let's see if I can salvage that. I don't know. My GPU is really struggling. So, yeah. Did it calm down? Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, I'll launch the game up just in a little bit. Fingers crossed everything is okay. I'm sure it's fine. It's just I truly next at the end of this month I'm gonna see if my money situation is gonna be enough for me to buy a new GPU, because my GPU is I think 7 years old, and it is a miracle that it has lasted this long with this much like work. And it's the only component, or it is fried. It literally is fried. It's one of the few components still existing from my old computer in this new one. So yeah, but when I got my new computer, or like the parts, and changed into this one, GPUs were nowhere to be seen. I bought one in 2020 and I waited to in the middle of 2021. I waited for 1.5 years to get it, and then I just sent to the website like, hey, I don't want to wait anymore. I want my money back. Like, I'm returning it even though I didn't get it. So because of the chip shortage and all that, COVID and stuff, I couldn't get my GPU. And then the prices skyrocketed. So yeah, now they're getting down teeny tiny bit, but not enough. So I'm not gonna be able to get the one that I originally wanted because it's gonna be way more expensive. Until it's cooling down again. Yeah, I'll just give it a little bit and then I'll continue. Nowadays it's the same thing with graphic cards. Graphic cards, it's the same thing as GPU. Either hard to get or so expensive. Yeah. Good luck. It's my graphic card. Yeah. My CPU is fine. It's my GPU that is gone. My CPU is good, excellent for me. Not the best I've ever had. Well, yes, me, but not the best I could ever have. Obviously, because of budget. But my GPU is really, really old. But yeah, long story short, I'm gonna see what the situation is and if I can get a new GPU next month. Because I truly, truly need it. I like desperately need it. And I just have to bite the bullet if I can, obviously. It's just a lot of money, which I don't really have. Maybe you want to take a little break for a while? Right now or in general? I'm obsessed with break. No, I don't need a break. I'm good now. I think my PC is also... maybe? It's not doing great. But it's not 100. My mouse is functioning. We'll see. It's the Ruin Guard that's doing it. It's there's so much light, so many lights and so much going on that it's struggling a little bit. Okay, what's this? Ynglis Swartnitten, Damsel of the Dale, went missing in the battle against the onslaught of dark beasts. Only her and signed ring were recovered. A proper knight's funeral was arranged for her. And then nothing. Anything? No. Let's get these to the next one, which is, I think, that way, but I'll go through the middle because I don't think I can. Oh no, it's my PC is struggling. If it makes you feel any better, today had blue screen during stream. Oh, bless you. That is awful. Recently I had my laptop blue screened twice before stream and I was like, not the best thing to happen, but then it was fine. I mean, it's been through thin and thick, like freezing cams or suddenly goes offline. The freezing frame is funny somehow. Yeah, my PC has gone through a lot. I've had it a long time. And my original one. And some of these parts are still one of the old ones. A page from the research notes, but it seems to have been torn off and hidden here by the author. Collected a lot of components. These spare parts of the huge machine, if only I could figure out its working principle and manufacturing process. Fiddling with these components almost caused a delay in my work. These exquisite mechanical parts have a unique and ingenious style, which is not likely to be found in the handcrafted artifacts under the rule of Archons. I am going to take them apart and record the size and shape one by one, but first of all, this secret must not be revealed to the other team members. Oh, thank you so much, Snowy, for subscribing. Thank you. You get the little teeny tiny guy showing off. Oh, thank you so much. That is so sweet. Hold on. Let me give you a little heart. Thank you. I do it the old-fashioned way, not the weird way that the kids now do it. Hold on. How did they do it? Ow. I keep poking underneath my fingers like this or something. I don't know. It's not much, but I hope it helps a little. Thank you so much. Thank you. Lots of love from little Eeyore. And from me. Thank you. Okay. We read that, I think. Ow, it did freaking poke me underneath my nail, and that's not a fun thing to do. Okay. We've got a chest. Oh my god, and we get stuck on the little branch.
Wow, this is so lucky.
Anything else? I do like the notes. It's nice to know more about the lore. Was that all? Do I only need 2? We'll see, I guess. Connect that one. Just ignore the lag. And then this one. Oh, this is so exciting. Of course it helps, yes. Is Eeyore a piggy? Either way, it's adorable. No, it's not a piggy, it's a donkey. A little donkey. I don't know what that's actually, what its like actual name is. It doesn't really have a name, but it reminds me of Eeyore. It's a tiny squishmallow. You know, the ones that I collect? And a lot of people collect these ones. The really squishy ones. So, this is a teeny tiny one, and it's so cute. Yes, I am 24. I don't care. Okay, it seems to only really struggle at the center. So, yeah. Besides this dark stone slate, nothing else here seems to be of value. Stone slate? Don't underestimate it. If we can get the control system running, then we can see the outside world through it. The control system here looks like it can still work. Ancient Chondria's creations really are amazing. I never thought I would have this chance in this lifetime, but now it seems that once I complete this research report, winning the Per Kavikawa's prize is only a matter of time now. Then why is he just thinking about prizes? This is so cool. A capital notion? Now, we shouldn't rush anything. We need to follow the instructions. Where do you get them? They're so cute. I just get them from the store. There are various stores that sell them. This is so cool. I can see through it. Do I need to attack something? We'll attack the sky. What do I need to do? I tried activating it, but you just said calm down. Can I do anything else? Oh no, what's happening? I hope nobody was in, like, underneath that. And what did I say about following instruction? We didn't really get it to do anything. Its arm just, you know, fell off. I'm pretty sure the machine itself is to blame. I record it as an experimental accident then. I do hope that this won't diminish my report in any way. It seems like we won't be able to start the Ruin Golem again, so there's no point in me keeping you here. I know you're here to investigate the contamination of the underground ruins, but I'm afraid that the Ruin Golem won't be of much use, you know. Even so, you may see some unexpected progress as a result of what you did. Yes, I saw a little hole. I shall not keep you any longer. You can come and look for me once your work is done if I haven't been disciplined for destroying the Ruin Golem. Okay. It's funny they call it Vimari Agama. Agama is a religion both in Malaya and Indonesia. Who is Vimari? Vimana Agama, oops. Yeah. I'm not really know about how much Twitch cut to pay, but at least you got emos. Never too old for cute stuff. Oh yes, I missed some stuff. The pink is elephant, the blue is octopus. Yes, an octopus. There's this, oh, that's so sweet. Twitch does get half. So it's a big cut. So it's not much. But it's still something. And everything counts. So, yes. Not an amazing payout. But still something to, I guess, celebrate. Okay. Now I'm really annoyed that I cannot find the star thingy there. I don't remember what it's called. Wait, which way was it? On my bottom left. Okay. I think we have to get through it from outside. Wait, higher. Of course, go lower when they say higher. Oh, I can go through the arm. That is awesome. I'm inside its arm. Look. Twitch is a bit greedy, I see. Yes. I mean, obviously they do need to, like, pay the expenses they have, and it is a business after all, but sometimes it is a little bit much. Aurorican, what are you doing here? Aurorican has been waiting for you here since Aurorican finished sowing the flowers. But then something just fell off the Great Iron Mountain. It almost hit Aurorican. Oh no, we're sorry. Paimon doesn't have to say Aurorican is fine. It's fast runner, so Aurorican didn't get hit. The robot's severed arm must have broken the entrance to the underground ruins open. Well, at least it wasn't completely useless. Okay, let's go down. And our Hurricane is going with us! Oh, I love that. I love this little guy. And this is so cool. We've got another ruin. And I see that there's something else as well. Before I go further, I want to see what's in here. Oh, I needed to go here. Oh, okay. Then I'll go this way. Or maybe it's not. Yeah. Okay. That was no way. I just need to know. What's up with this though? Oh, it just tells me what... It probably would have told me what to do, if I'm honest. But, you know, why read the instructions when you can just try it yourself? Yes! I hope we can find some Rukkhashivata mushrooms. Okay. There's a Sealy. I think I'm gonna go that way first. Because Sealies are fun and nice friends. And they usually take you to somewhere interesting. Look, I'm having 2 Sealies with me. That's so cute. I love the little helper. Well, it's not helping me at all, but, you know. I am a little sad that I...
This is so lucky.
Ooh! Very conveniently away to the outside. Anyways, I'm a little sad I chose so quickly because in hindsight, I think I should have gone the green one because it would have gone well with this with Sumeru. But it's fine. Both, like all the colors are really nice. It just would have been nicer to have a green one in Sumeru. Anything? No. Sometimes when you have torches, you get like prizes for lighting them all up. But not this time.
My apologies.
Oh my god, did you see how it stopped? It stopped mid-jump. And it was just like a really thin skull. Like the shape of a really overly thinned out water balloon or something. That was funny. Okay. Good. Also, I must forget, it's really nice to get a new GPU. Why is it meaning that you will stream many games? Because if that's the case, that will be awesome. I think I won't be able to stream any more games than I'm doing currently because I'm already streaming many games. So many games that I cannot even stream all that I want to, which is really sad. But one day I'll get to even the ones that I have no time for. But yes, I have so many games I want to try. And I already have a game for like when the Halloween times start in October. I have a game for us to play then. Multiple, but the first one, I'm gonna start from the first one and then see what happens then. If we have time, we can do other games as well. Okay, she's not powerful enough. Where did you go? Stop being a weirdo. Come back. There we go. Ooh, nice. A big cool chest.
Treasure this good fortune.
Exciting! It is! I'm still going to say it. That's so awesome. Guessing it will be horror. Not necessarily horror. I don't play horror games because they're too scary. But it is a bit of a darker game. Like a bit of a moody game. So, yes. I got it last year actually already. And then I didn't end up having time to streaming it. But I really wanted to, so I didn't play it until I could. And then when I could, it wasn't Halloween anymore. And I really think it suits the Halloween vibe, so I thought it would be best to wait till next year. Which is now this year. Time goes so fast. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Oh my god. No! My timer's going off and everything. I need to take my medicine. Okay. We've got rid of... Ah, there. We got rid of the scary pest people. The mages. Ooh, nice. An artifact. Don't mind if I do. Something in here. Oh, radishes. Ooh, I checked. Sorry. I checked Cole's voice lines, and it said that her favorite food is deep fried radish balls or something like that. And oh my god, I need to try that. I need to find a recipe for that because that sounds so delicious. He also really put an effort on October. That should be this month. I love Halloween. That I've always loved Halloween. When I was a kid, because my birthday is near Halloween time, I always had a birthday, like a Halloween birthday, and I loved it. Not the birthdays usually, but the Halloween, yes. Also cosplaying while I just dance, that's really cool. It's like Bird Closet stream. Ooh! I see a little boss switch cosplay happening. Which means that clothes on the stream, not streaming her closet. Yes. She streams Just Dance too? Yes, she does stream Just Dance. That's her main game. Let me give her a little shout out. So if anyone's interested watching Just Dance regularly, go ahead and follow Bird because she does that most times when she streams. When is your birthday? We need to celebrate. No, we're not celebrating my birthday. It is in early November, so it aligns with Halloween nicely. Can I ask you this? I've been bugging. I was asking if you did too, Bird does amazing. Yes, she's so good. Yes, I had my first dance stream last week. I think, yeah, last week, maybe. I can't remember. And I'm planning to have another next week, but I don't know yet when. My bronze is vines, but something seems to be flowing out of it. Yeah, I think it's the core. It's the filthy stuff. Aurora can feel it. This is what made the forest sick. Oh, because... I get it, because the core has that black or dark energy. That's why it's making the forest sick. If you ever become Post Malone, do you want to pretend to be him for the rest of the stream or just dress up with the personalities? Izu? Also, do you want to change pronoun to from she or he? No, I'm gonna not change my pronouns. It's not something you change according to a character. Like, it is either one thing or the other. And I'll just be dressing up as him. if I do, because I don't follow Post Malone and I don't know anything about him, so yeah, I could not
Solidify. I will have
portray his identity because I know nothing of him. Oh, for goodness sake, I keep forgetting that I have the wrong character. Oh, but it actually comes in handy because now... Oh, never mind. I got it still. Is restoring? Yes, let's get rid of the best mages! Oh, and also I need to get my medicine because otherwise I'll forget. So let me go to the next place where we're gonna have to fight. And then... Am I going to the right direction? Yes, I am. Okay. Also, good luck on Leon too. Maybe... Oh, Leon. Lion. Maybe you will win another skeleton. No. My friend is having a Halloween party, but I'm not expecting to win it because it's just a very casual one. My outfit if I go as a lion. If you catch my meaning, yes, I do. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but my trophy is on the shelf there.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Okay. Oh no, I don't have any water. Oh, a hydrate, thank you. Did you see the kitty?
The jeweler cherishes their gems.
Wait, what are you talking about? The ones above or my actual cat? Because my cat is also here. He just went somewhere. Oh, you heard him! Yes! Nemo! Nemo!
Do this.
Nemo! Du liten!
Leisurely as this a little more.
Hey! Liten. Hello! This is the kitty! This is the kitty!
A blade
Oi,
embraces
oi.
its duty. As a jeweler cherishes
Hello.
their gems.
Don't show your butt to everybody. Hello. Have you been having fun? Yes. You've been sleeping, right? You've been sleeping in your little tower. Because you like your tower, right? Yes, you like my hair as well. I know that. I know that you like my hair. Should we show your precious face to people? Not your butt, your face. The other way.
A blade
This
is
way.
like a tea leaf.
This way.
Only those
Hello?
who sample it many times can appreciate its
Look at his face. The way he looks at you is so wholesome. He's a very wholesome boy. You are very wholesome, yes. And you're very needy.
A blade embraces
You like
its duty.
attention. Would you want
Jeweler
to
cherishes
sit
their
with me?
gems.
Would you want to sit with me? Yeah? At least Nemo wants to show himself on camera. Yes, I don't know if you can see very well. Yes, you're a pretty boy. A little cat break. A little kitty break. Have you had fun in your tower? Yes.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
Sweet baby boy. He is very sweet. But you're also very naughty when you have that going on with you. He likes to chew my stuff. Just recently today, he was chewing on my laces from my hoodie. So yes, he loves to be sneaky. Especially when he doesn't get enough attention, at least in his opinion. Even though I always give him attention, but it's not enough. It is not enough.
Take flight.
The mages always crack me up. Oh, you switched to walking? Wait, can you switch to back? Okay, thank you. Cats always want stuff when they want to. Yeah. My god, this is like Summer Charles Brothers. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm not quite sure. What do you want? You want attention again? Do I need to go in here or not? I don't think so. Oop. No, this is not what I wanted. Okay, this is where I wanted. Good. Okay, we've got rid of one. And then the other. What do you want? Why are you looking at me all the time? Oh, he's gone. Okay, fine. Ooh, I couldn't see what happened, but I think something is happening. And there are some villager rolls. Thank you. Okay. Oh, also, now that we defeated one of the things. No, I don't have more of those. I thought I got them, but maybe I didn't. How many I'm still missing? Oh, so many. 49 Rukashavatas. Rukashava. It's not Rukashavata. I think that's Rukashavata is the god. Rukashava mushrooms. 49 still. So many. It's like Huta all over again. Oh no, I can't like go on. Can I like go through? No. Okay, and now this way, right? Yeah. Oops. That was not right. That's not what I wanted. It sounded like the mage was cursing. I don't know if you could hear that. It sounded very funny. Okay. The branches or something are golden. I'm not quite sure what the point is. Also, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna see it anyways. Okay. I think we're getting out. There's a lot of these that I can summon, which makes me think I need them. But I haven't yet needed them. So I don't know yet what that means. Oh no. It's an Abyss Mage. No, Electa, sorry. ignorant ones. Oh, I wanted to see what you said.
Guide you.
I can't read at the same time at. Also, I don't have my party for this, but it's fine. Wait, why are you not doing anything?
This is
That was confusing.
gather.
Take flight.
Okay, this is confusing. Why is he so tough?
Solidify.
Also, why is he singing? Are you having so much fun that you have to sing opera at the same time as you fight? Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Let's get back to what we were doing. There we go. You must fight him. Gamber? I don't know what that means. With a pro gamer, you finish it quickly. Thank you. I've had some practice. And I am one world level below that I should. Because I'm not good at this game. Well, I'm better, but I'm still not very good. Yay! We turned it off! Okay. And now what? We just leave? Can I not take you with me? No. Okay, fine. Just put it in your pocket. Where though? Leave the underground ruins. Okay, I just am assuming. Why did I take the tallest way? I have no idea. Which way is out? That way. Whee! Wait. Here? Oh, this is a confusing way. So why do they jump like that? It's so weird. Okay. Let's head up this way. And it's, yes, Americans there. I really like to appreciate you. Thanks. Applause. It's finally over. Well, it was a long journey, wasn't it? Let's tell this story to Jazari. He knows about the core. He can help us apply for some funding and all that stuff. But Paimon's not going to enroll in the academia or anything. You aren't planning to either? Anyway, we don't know what Marana's avatar has to do with the Abyss Order yet. But it's a good thing that we cured the forest's illness at the same time. Thank you for helping Ararikan. You're welcome. So what do you plan to do next, Ararikan? Ararikan will celebrate Festival Ochava. But Ararikan worries about the forest's illness. There's a chance that the bad things that made the forest sick will come back. Ararikan needs to guard the forest. So Ararikan will come back after Festival Ochava. If you ever need any help, Ararikan, be sure to come to us. Alright. Okay. That's good. You let me fade with memory. Oh, that's so sad. I thought it was a happy message. Music of the Forest. It seemed to have the potential to be a song gatherer. Nice. Okay. This good. I think we completed the whole thing. Wait, did we?
A blade embraces its duty.
No, I don't think we did. Let's go this way. Why are we so zoomed in? I don't know. Let's. Oh, I see a chest. Let's open that. Thank you.
Today is a lucky day.
And now, does that mean Rana's okay again? Wait, that does mean that she's good, because we cured the forest's illness, right? Rana seems... Paimon wants to say she's having a sweet dream, but that doesn't sound right. A blurry image appears in the bubble that envelopes Rana. You are enthralled by the image. You're in a forest where everything looks massive and serene. You feel very comfortable here. Rays of sunshine peek through the sparkling gold leaves. With grass as tall as you swaying quietly all around, gently caressing your hand as you walk by. You hear the sound of distressed crying amid the musical melody of the wind blowing through the trees and flowing water. Following the sound, you find a small girl. She looks like she has worn herself out from crying and fallen asleep in the meadow. You walk up to her and softly sing a song that can calm all beings. I think she was just teleported into her dream, right? Paimon was so worried. You looked like you were going to pass out. Nara, Izu, we're all here. You are a Nara. Why are you always spooking people like that? You said whoa first, white floaty. It's Paimon, not white floaty. Arana was in the ground to preserve Arakalari powers. This way Narana won't wither, but Bija still needed for her to be strong again. Okay, Paimon, got it. By the way, what just happened to Izu? That should be Arana's memory. Oh, let Arana explain. Memories and dreams are Arana's power. They're most precious things. With memories and dreams, Aranara can use Arakalari to help Nora and Aranara in need of help. It's so cute, it is. I don't have Arana emotes, but I just find something close that is so cute. Some Nara can sense the memories in Arakalari. Nara Izu is one of them. Sounds like Arakalari is something very important. It was you who used Arakalari is such a mouthful to protect Iotham in that cave, right? Yes, it was Arana. Nara Iotham, Nara Kavus, and Nara Sudabe are all friends, so Arana protected them. We hang out in the forest a lot, so Arana taught them things about the forests and language of the plants. They're very good at friends, just like Narana. Right. Before Iotham, Kavus and Sudabe went missing too, but they were brought back to the village later. Was that also you? Arana noticed some bad Nara and Nara Valuka taking them. Ooh, so they were taken by them. So Arana helped Nara Kavus and Nara Sudabe run back when the bad Nara weren't looking. Arana made little Nara sleep and dream, then remove the bad stuff in their dreams, so that when they grow, just like saplings grow into big trees, they won't become bad. That's so cute. Otherwise, little Nara would be afraid. If always afraid, they would believe in the power of fear and growing up to be scary bad Nara. That's so deep, but so cute. They're Arana's friends, so Arana didn't want them to become bad Nara. They'll grow up to be somebody great. Speaking of which, do you have any clue on the bad Nara trying to take them away? Arana would never forgive them. The bad Nara aren't children of the forest. They bring a group of bad Nara Valuka with them. There is strange Nara in Vimara village. He's not a child of the forest, but a child of snow. He looks like a good Nara. He often hangs around a little Nara and they talk about him too. That's why Arana thinks he's good, but Arana also seen him talking to the bad Nara about Aranara. In Vimora village? How could this be? Paimon doesn't even want to think about it. People in Vimora village should treat each other like family, not to mention that it was that person who caused Rana to become like this. Is it the one that they moved in there and is always talking to the kids, like a big brother? I feel like so. Promise that you'll punish that bad Nara, so Nara Itham, Nara Kawis, and Nara Surabe will not be afraid, so that they will grow up like tree sprouts. Sprouts into big, healthy Nara. Narana is all grown up now, so she can't see Arana anymore, but that's okay. Arana is happy knowing she's fine. I haven't played with Narana for a long time. Many suns have risen and set, and many moons have appeared in the sky. Many fruits grew, then returned to the land. Narana grew taller and taller. She was first about Arana's height and then the size of a small tree. That was when she stopped playing with Arana. Arana told her many stories about the forest. Starshrooms are the reflection of stars from the sky. Seeing the Nilotpala lotus bloom means you'll be lucky until the next moon rise. Arana will teach Nara Itham and his friends the same. Arana hopes they will grow up fine like Narana, but they should not ever run into Marana like Rana did. Will they forget the encounters when they grow up just like Rana? Will also grow up. It's okay if they forget, because in the end the forest will remember. Nothing will be lost. The forest will remember. No good thing ever fades away. All pains will become the nourishment of something beautiful. Arama! Arana hasn't seen you for quite a while. Come on, Paimon doesn't freak out that easily. Are you coming to get us to celebrate Festival Utsava at Varnarana? Yes, it's ready now, and everyone's waiting for Nara, Izu, and Paimon. Okay, we going to Festival Utsava? Okay. It's okay, as long as Nara, Izu, and Paimon are happy, so will Arana, Arama, and everyone at Vanarama. The Pija needs to Arana. Arana will be ready by then, but this is for you. A flower? Yes, please. Take good care of it. Thank you. Let's get back then. Nara, Izu, and Paimon. Why is Paimon not Nara Paimon? Can they see that she's not a human? You return to Vanarana with Arama. We're back! Araja! Finally! Everyone's been waiting! Festival Ultra has started, but it's not in full swing yet since Nara friends didn't get back till now. It's been a real grind adventure like this. Let's just enjoy the festivities right now. You must enjoy yourselves, Nara, Izu, and Paimon. I'll see you later. Okay. Oh wow. So many things to do. Okay, I feel like we are gonna get the Festival Utsava next time, because then I'll have the proper time and energy to go through that. The names though! The names are so much. Okay, before I go, because I still have a couple of the little moon thingies I forgot the name of. These things. Resin. Yes, I can do 2 durays. Hi! I'm already yawning. No good.
Good eye.
Maybe I'll actually take you instead.
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
Your energy is important. Yes, thank you. I'll do 2 domains, and then I'm ready. Okay.
Gather.
Actually, to make it go a little bit faster, Let's use this.
Embrace the ice. Incinerate.
Ooh, nice. She's strong. I knew it, but I keep forgetting. Okay.
Order guide you.
Oh, motion to compel. My apologies.
Okay. I think Yamfei is even better than her. I think so.
Solidify.
Which is interesting. I thought she'd be worse, but I guess I just have made her so powerful. How much I get? 1,000 or 3,000, and for her I don't get anything because I can't touch it. Okay, 2,000 on the regular. Difficult to say actually. Oh no, not good.
This is order.
Can you help? Thanks. Where are you at? Oh, I hate when it does this because I can't reach it. Like, for real? Can you just fight fairly on the ground so I can reach you? Oof. Okay, that was a lot. No, not you, sorry. Meant to do this. Okay. Okay, nice. We've got a couple, and then we have resin to do one more. I'm trying to build Colley's talents because then I can use her with the others and not only her skills.
Stabilize.
Like the E and Q.
Motion to compel. Wrap up a flame.
I get 15,000 with her. Burst.
Boom. Take flight.
That's quite good, I think. Well, with mine at least, because I'm still trying to get the artifacts and I'm really struggling to get them good. Like good ones, because I don't understand them very well. So it's a bit tough. Nice, okay. Oof. I keep forgetting.
I will have order.
Why are you
Solidify.
in the freaking sky? I hate that. Can I fight you from here? Not really. Unfortunately. This is so annoying. Using Kamisasa Ayaka is really good for you because she can use the ice, and the ice apparently make your enemy die faster. Not necessarily in that way, but you need to pair them well. So like with ice you need water so you can freeze the enemies, and then with fire you can melt them if you use water and fire, or ice and fire, all that.
Solidify.
So yeah, I don't even know where it is. This is really annoying. This happened to me once before, where I couldn't fight it properly because it's in the sky. I don't know why it does it, and I don't know if it's supposed to, because first it never did this, and then at some point it just started doing this, which is really annoying because I can't get a charge attack because I can't reach it.
Ready, steady, go!
Really annoying. Like, he used to fly on the ground so that his tail, or its tail, was still on the ground. But now it's not even doing that.
Stabilize.
I don't know if I can actually do this. I think I'm running out of time. I don't have... Okay, there we go. No, don't do that.
Whirling snow. Time for your arraignment.
No, don't go up.
This is order.
So annoying.
Flight. Sakura swirl.
Oh, finally, I hate this one. The last enemy, yes. Especially if you get like critical points. You need an archer. Yes, you can do it with archer, I think. But you can also do it with a mage. It's annoying because it keeps moving. So an archer is a bit difficult. When you're trying to find the weak spot, which is the eye. Okay, let's see. Yay. Best version is the one where it stays low to the ground and you can like freeze it and then melt it and do that. That's the best. Okay, let's see. No green ones, but I do have these. And then I can make 2 more. But do I want to? Let me see. This is 4. I have just 6. Okay, great. I'll do that then. Yay! Okay. Her artifacts are still a bit of a mess. 18. I'll enhance it for a little bit. Don't as much as I can. $19. Can I get to 20? Yes. And then 20, 16. It does have good stats, but it's not something I want to keep on her, so I'll just not do that. And this one, it's fine, and it is maxed. Okay. You have so many arrows, like 100. Yes, I have many arrows. Okay, I think her attack is quite good, actually. What's hers? 2000? She's 1004. She is as good as Xiao, and Xiao's 10 levels above her. Also, Xiao has rubbish artifacts, because I can't get his artifacts. But that's really good. She's also better than Hun Tao. But also, she doesn't have very good artifacts. But she's quite strong, actually. So whenever I can get her full set and also ascend her, she'll be quite powerful, I think. Okay, I think, can I do any, no wishes? Yes, I can make, get these. Not gonna wish, because, I don't want to pull on these banners. No. Okay. That's good. Let me go to the face cam. Okay. There we go. Did you know Xiao means small in Mandarin? Oh, no, I didn't know that. But also that makes sense. Because he's very small. He's the smallest male character in the game. That's so cute though. I love Xiao. I just need to figure out his artifact set. But it is a pain in the ass to get. I hate artifact farming. Thank you for a stream. Right, is so cute. Hyvää yötä. Yes. Good night. Hyvää yötä and finish. Thank you so much for watching this stream. And I'll be live next week at some point. I don't know when just yet. But I'll inform you when I get there. At least on Friday. But before that, I might stream if I have time. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a really nice... Love the stream is you did great. Thank you. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have also a good rest of the weekend. And remember to rest. That's important. Alright. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!